What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Lick of the Week. Today's Lick of the Week is going to be on another basic technique for guitar playing, something that focuses more in the hard rock and heavy metal world, and that is the idea of palm muting. So palm muting is a technique widely used in metal, hard rock, heavy metal, whatever you want to call it. It's used in most of them because it adds this very percussive sound to music. It adds to the aggression. Shut up, phone. It adds to the aggression. It adds to the punch of a song, and it just leaves a good head-banging riff, you know? So palm muting isn't that difficult. It's not anything crazy hard like sweep picking or legato, speed picking, hybrid picking, anything like that. It is simple. So what you do for palm muting is you take the meat of your hand, this part of your hand right here, the meaty, fatty-ish part right here, and you take it and you lay it right across, right over here by the bridge on your strings, okay? And depending on where you put your hand is gonna affect the sound. So if you put it really, really close to the bridge, it's gonna get kind of a chunky sound. And the further up you move it, the more muted and more percussive it'll get. So just So contrary to last week's Lick of the Week, palm muting is, it can be used with alternate picking, but a lot of times in metal, it is used with a very strong down pick because it gives that chunky, like, groovy sound. Alternate picking can still sound cool with palm muting. But when you play it with straight down strokes, it's more chunky, it's got more of that groove to it, you know? You've heard me use palm muting on alternate picking in past Lick of the Weeks. I believe it was probably the Phrygian power chord lesson, which you can go check out right over here, actually right over here. But yeah, it's even in power metal and speed metal and stuff, they use palm muting, but they use it on the alternate picking side of the world. So it sounds like, you know, like this. Palm muting is used in a wide variety of ways. I mean, you can use it in just your rhythm playing, or you can add it to your solos to add a bit more tension and drive to it. The hard part with the technique of palm muting is knowing how to use it and like turn it on and turn it off and turn it on and turn it off. Because a lot of times with songs, it switches between palm muting and not palm muting. So that would be one thing to practice, is if you can get a metronome going, get your rhythm, get your steady pulse, and just practice one palm mute, one open. Like I say with any lesson, practice with a metronome. Another way to use palm muting is to add some dynamics and add a bit of a change of texture or taste to one of your riffs to give it more of an impact. So you could have something that's very open, and at the end of the phrase you add something palm muted, and it'll give it more of an impact leading into the next part of the phrase. Alright, you guys, so that's it for this week's Lick of the Week. Practice palm muting with the metronome, practice it with your own riffs, practice it with a lot of Metallica riffs, practice it with riffs in general. Just use palm muting because it is essential to metal guitar playing. Do it with the metronome. So thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.